Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Today I wanted to break down some of the different areas in El Paso. I made a video earlier where I talked about the city as a whole, and I really divided it up into a couple of different parts. But I really wanted to look specifically today at the west side of El Paso. And these zip codes are the 79912, the 79911, the 79932, and a few others. And this neighborhood is collectively known as the West Side, meaning it's just west of the Franklin Mountains. And this video is going to be especially helpful for those people that are moving to El Paso, that maybe they're from a different state or a different country, and they have no idea what the city looks like. They've heard a lot of rumors, so I'm hoping this video can dispel some of those, and you can really get a visual for what the city looks like, what some of the different neighborhoods look like, and what are best places to live. If you have any questions or you're looking for a home, feel free to reach out to me, contact me. You can call, email, text, or just comment, and be happy to help. The first thing I'd like to do is talk about some of the different neighborhoods on the west side. So I'm gonna break it down into a few different parts, but the first neighborhood I'd like to talk about is starting north, just north of 375 Trans Mountain. Basically, there's a neighborhood, it's called Enchanted Springs or Desert Springs. And this is a lot of new construction, places built, say 2013 and on. So it's a really great residential neighborhood. It's got really quick, easy access to 375 Trans Mountain. And it's quick. If you work on Fort Bliss, for example, you can just go over Trans Mountain. It's got a lot of great amenities nearby. It's got like the Westtown Marketplace. It has the outlet malls, and it's really close. It's actually right near the intersection of like I-10 and 375. Moving south, we have the Cimarron neighborhood, and this is really located closer to Mesa Street, closer to I-10. It's on the other side of Trans Mountain. These are also somewhat newer homes. They're a little bit larger, slightly more expensive than the Desert and Enchanted Springs area, but really beautiful views. We're right here in the foothills of the Franklin Mountains. And Cimarron really feels like one of those really nice neighborhoods that you want to live in. It's got great schools nearby, a lot of different amenities and things, and a lot of families will end up living there as well. Moving further south from Cimarron, we're going to get into what's called the High Ridge neighborhoods. This is the slightly older portion of the city, and really we're looking around Red Road, Wrestler, places like that. There's a really great dog park that we love going to around there. And this is a little bit older portion of the city, but I love this location because it's such easy access to Mesa Street. The homes have a lot of character, and the neighborhoods are just really great views, really great scenery. The last area I wanted to talk about specifically on the west side is what's known as Artcraft Estates. And this is actually west of I-10. It's somewhat close to New Mexico. But I really love this area because you actually pass over the Rio Grande, and everything has a slightly more like country feel. You're sort of on the outskirts of the city, and it's mostly like residential neighborhoods, but there's a little bit more green over there. They have like irrigation, like water rights over there, so a lot of people can actually water their yards, and they have trees. So I somewhat feel like I'm in a different city every time I'm over in Artcraft Estates. It's a really cool feeling. You're not necessarily as close to the mountains. You're more like getting into the flat part of the city, but it's an up and coming area. There's a lot of new construction there. So you can find either like a really older home or like a new construction home. And it's a fantastic area. I think it's a really great change up pace. If you're looking to live somewhere where, you can see a little bit more vegetation, a little bit more green, highly recommend Artcraft Estates for that. So there's a lot of development going on in Artcraft Estates as far as both residential and commercial, but it still remains a great place to do some outdoor activities as well. There's a handful of different barns there that we love to, you can go on a trail ride, you can take some horseback riding lessons. It's a really great area overall. Overall, there's a lot of great areas on the west side, and there's really too many different neighborhoods to cover in just one video. So if you have any questions about specific areas that maybe I didn't talk about in the video, or that I did, please feel free to reach out to me. Once again, I really love the west side. It's got a great vibe here. It's somewhat of an older part of the city, but it's combined with some newer construction, some new development. And really there's a ton of different cool things on the west side. It really reminds me of like a mini Austin or a mini Phoenix over here. A lot of different restaurants, bars, shopping, and it's just a really great area, great for entertainment, great for families as well. Another great lure of the west side, along with having great neighborhoods, are the schools here. I get a lot of people that specifically request the west side just because of the schools. So we have, for example, Franklin High School, really great school here, and we'll have Coronado too. Franklin and Coronado are like two of the most requested high schools that I get over here. And as far as elementary and middle schools too, I hear these schools all the time get requested, but for, Tippin and Lundy are two of the most popular elementary schools. And the west side is in the El Paso School District, so we get a lot of requests for just having great schools here on the west side. So if you're looking for a great place for your kids to go to school, the west side is an excellent choice for a place to live. I've only heard positive things about the schools here, and a lot of my clients specifically point out the west side for the schools. Along with great neighborhoods and schools, the west side offers a ton of amenities as far as restaurants, bars, shopping centers. Some of my favorite restaurants include Noodles and Dumplings. I actually did a video about this restaurant earlier, but it's a fantastic Chinese restaurant. And every time I go there, I just feel so fat because the food is so good. Noodles and Dumplings is actually on Mesa Street, and Mesa Street has a ton of just different restaurants and bars. One of my favorite places to go is actually the Whole Foods here, because Whole Foods offers a great food selection, not only shopping, but you can actually go there and eat food. They have a great little bar. You can have a beer, you can have some fish and chips, you can have a burger. And they actually have like a cool little patio as well. So Whole Foods is a great place for grocery shopping, or if you just want to go out and have a drink at the bar, grab a bite to eat, it's also a fantastic place as well. In addition to Mesa, going further north towards the Cimarron area, we have sort of a new area. It's called the Westtown Marketplace. The Westtown Marketplace has just a lot of different restaurants and shopping. For example, it has Grove. It's a great place to get brunch or lunch. It has a lot of different restaurants like sushi. It's got a Toro burger. So it's a really great little hub there to go and like have a great bite to eat. Overall, the west side has a great food scene. There's a ton of different restaurants, too many to talk about in one video. But there's a lot of just different hipster restaurants, sports bars, fine dining, pretty much any ethnic cultural cuisine that you can think of, we have over here as well. So really great food scene on the west side. In addition to a great food scene here, we have a lot of different options for entertainment. Specifically on the west side, we have a really cool area. It's got an iFly, it's got a Top Golf, sort of what's called the Montecillo area, but it's really been developed over the past few years. And I think a lot of people don't even know that we have these in El Paso when they think of El Paso, but it's just another example of El Paso becoming a more modern, more updated city with a lot of just different options for entertainment. In addition to the Top Golf and the iFly over there in Montecillo, we have a great little district. It's called the Montecillo Plaza basically. And it's got like a lot of different like little bars, little restaurants in there, coffee shops. And then right across the street, you actually have an Alamo Draft House. So it's a great place that if you want to go see a movie, have a beer, eat a meal. It's a really great area for entertainment, and we absolutely love going to this area on a weekend or a Friday night. It's a really cool spot. So that's the Montecillo area. In addition to the Montecillo area, we have outlet malls over here on the west side as well. It's somewhat near like the Enchanted Springs, Desert Springs area that I talked about earlier in the video. But it's right off I-10. It's actually really large. I was very surprised when I first moved to the city about how large the outlet malls were. A lot of different options. It's a really cool place if you like to go shopping or just spend a day sort of outdoor shopping or walking around getting some fresh air, but still like going in stores and things like that. So it's a really great area up there as well. Moving further south from the outlets, El Paso, the west side of El Paso is actually uniquely situated along the border of New Mexico. So it's very close to the border of New Mexico. One of the coolest areas I think that a lot of people don't talk about is the Sunland Park area. And the Sunland Park area has some great hiking. You can hike up what's called Mount Cristo Rey. It's sort of like a mini Christ the Redeemer statue. And it's a really fantastic hike. It's fairly easy. So you can do this with your family, and it's got an amazing view and a big statue up there. It's a really cool area. And then Sunland Park has some cool things. It's got a casino, it's got Western Playland, it's got a lot of just different little niche areas that it's hard to find in El Paso. And it's really right here in the city. It's just on the other side of I-10. So there's a lot of great areas in the Sunland Park area as well. The last thing I want to talk about on the west side as far as amenities go is there's a lot of different outdoor activities that you can do over here. The main one is probably hiking. So if you go up in the Franklin Mountains, there are just a ton of hikes that you can do, ranging anywhere from like easy to intermediate to more advanced hikes. I mean, you can really get like a challenging hike or challenging like exercise in if you're into climbing. And then you can obviously hike Cristo Rey. And there's a lot of just different trailheads if you're into mountain biking or if you're into cycling, if you want to walk your dog along one of the trailheads. There's a lot of just different little areas for recreation and outdoor activities over here as well. So if you're looking to move to El Paso, the west side is a really great option. Overall, I really love the area. The homes and the properties are slightly more expensive than other areas, but we do have a ton of amenities over here and all of the benefits that I discussed. So overall, the El Paso, the west side, is a great place to live. If you're working on Fort Bliss, it's about 25 to 35 minutes, depending if you're working on Main Post or East Bliss. So it's not super far away, but it is slightly further than other areas. But I do have a lot of military clients that will live here. If you're looking to move to El Paso or looking to live on the west side or any other area, feel free to reach out to me. You can call, text, message, or just leave a comment, and I'd be happy to reach out to you and we can get something planned. Thanks for watching the video. Look out for more videos on the different areas in El Paso, and please feel free to like and subscribe.